This is the second problem for the NFA to DFA conversion using subset construction method. Okay, so what's the problem statement? So conversion of NFA to DFA for all strings starting with A over alphabet sigma A comma B using subset construction method. Okay, for these cases they have given input as a problem statement. For in some case, from other cases, they have given an input as a direct transition table of NFA. Okay, so on the this is the easiest way. You won't write any language, and you won't need to draw any corresponding NFA. Okay, so these things are I just omit these things if your given input is in the form of transition table. Okay, but in this problem statement, your input is in the form of a problem statement, that is all strings starting with A. Okay, for this case, you have to write first step, you have to write the language. In the second step, you have to draw the NFA. In the third step, you have to write the transition table for the corresponding NFA. In the fourth step, you have to apply subset construction method. That is, again, you have to write the transition table for the DFA using subset construction method. Okay, these are the steps you have undergone in this problem. Okay, so in some cases they have given input as directly a transition table of NFA. For that kind of problem, directly you are applying subset construction method for the given transition table, that is NFA transition table. Okay, so let me come to this kind of problem. That is, your problem is all strings starting with A over alphabet sigma A comma B. Okay, what's the first step? So in the first step, you have to write the language. Okay, so first you have to write the language. All strings starting with A, right? So A is included here. Okay, on accepting A, your state definitely goes to your final state. A is included here, then A, B. I won't bother on the final strings. Your your strings should start with A. Okay, that's the things matter. So A, B. Okay, so A, B, B. So this is also the infinite set. This is the first step over. What's the second step? You have to draw the NFA for this language. Okay, so draw the NFA. Okay, starting with the starting state Q naught. Okay, first a simple string A. On receiving A, it definitely moves to your final state, that is Q1. Okay, I won't bother on the upcoming strings if either A or B, it is being in the same state. Okay, this is the NFA. So construction of NFA is very easy compared with the construction of DFA. So this is the NFA for this problem. Next, step number 3. You have to draw the transition table. Okay, so this is the step 3. What it is? Transition table. Transition table for NFA. Okay, how many states are there? Q0, which is the starting state. Then Q1, which is your final state. Okay, so now number of inputs, alphabets A or B. On receiving A, your state Q0 goes to Q1. Okay, so there is no more transition for B. So you add just 5 here. From Q1 on receiving A, it moves to Q1 only. From Q1 on receiving B, it moves to Q1 only. So this is the transition table for NFA. Okay. So in some cases of problem, they get given directly this transition table as input. Okay. So for those problems, we are directly applying subset construction method over on this transition table. What's the next step? You have to write the transition. You have to write the transition table for the DFA by using subset construction method. Next, transition table. transition table for DFA using subset construction method. Okay, subset construction method. Okay, what are all the inputs? Your inputs are A and B. Okay, let me take the first line. Starting with, what is your starting state? Starting with Q naught. Okay, on receiving A, your state Q naught moves to Q1. On receiving B, your state have no more transition. So yeah, in NFA, the phi is replaced by dead state in DFA. Okay, the phi is replaced by dead state in DFA. Okay, but in some cases, if both strings are having phi phi, so both strings are the values are phi phi for the all for the input means just strike out the row. Okay, but in this only one input B is having no more transition, but A is having a transition. Okay, that is why here phi is replaced by D. So here D is a new state. Okay, next Q1. Take the second row Q1. Okay, so here Q1 is your final state. On receiving A, Q1 goes to Q1. On receiving B, Q1 is also goes to Q1. Okay, next here one new state is added here. What is this? D, dead state. So I add here dead state. Dead state means what? On receiving A, dead state is retained in the same state. On receiving B, a dead state is retained also in the same state. This is the mode of dead state. Okay. So this is the transition table of NFA constructed by subset construction method. So what's the next step? The next step we have to draw the DFA for the corresponding transition table. Okay. So it's starting with Q naught, which is the starting state. Okay. On receiving A, Q naught goes to Q1. This is your final state. On receiving A, Q naught goes to Q1. Okay, on receiving B, Q naught goes to dead state. Okay, on receiving B, on receiving B, Q naught goes to dead state D. Here D. Okay, from Q1 on receiving A, Q1 goes to A. On receiving B, Q1 goes to B. So here A, comma B. So from D, on dead state is having its own transitions for all input. So just add A, comma B. What is the final step? Just cross check your DFA whether it is a perfected one or not from Q1. Okay. So Q1 is having a transition for both A and B, yes, right? From Q0 is having a transition for both A and B. From Q1 is also having a transition for both A and B. Your dead state is also having a transition for both A and B. So this is your final perfect deterministic finite automata constructed from the given NFA. Okay. So this is the one of the example of subset construction method. Thank you. Let us see you on the next lecture.